Happy Friday and welcome to today's live. I hope you're all well. Welcome back if you've been here before. I'm the Urban Seer, your guide to love, destiny and manifesting the life you desire, and I go live every Monday and Friday for live tarot readings, and on Wednesdays I share more in-depth pre-recorded readings. Please do check them out. This week's is now live. If you did submit a question, they're now up. And the list is open as well for next week. So that's just for more in-depth questions, maybe something that you wanted to share more personally, just between me and yourself, but check that out. If anyone today would like a free reading, please check out the link in the pinned comment. You'll be submit your username, like number, and you'll be added to a list, and then I'll just read through that list so everyone's in order. And please do bear in mind, if you are new here, I'm an energy reader tuning into you and your situation to bring clarity. So please do provide as much context as possible when asking your question. I don't do yes/no questions, and I don't do timelines. And please do hold your question until you're called. And if there's no response, you'll be skipped. Tripping over my words today. Happy 4th of July to all my US viewers as well. If you're celebrating, let me know. I'm just going to get this candle lit, which I didn't realise was not lit till now. And I will post the list now. Hey to everyone in the chat. Hey Denise. Hey Tia Bia. Hey Devonte. Devonte, submit your, if you're new here, just check out the pinned comment. You'll be added to the list. Hey Anne, Devansha, welcome. Judite. So Devonte, just check out the pinned comment. So I'll post the list now. And first up we have the lovely Anne Franklin. Thank you to everyone who liked and commented as well on the latest Wednesday upload. I really appreciate that. It's great to get your feedback, to know that these readings are resonating, and to like and comment. Obviously that really helps support and boost the channel. So I really appreciate you taking the time to do that. It helps the channel continue to grow and allows me to continue to do these readings. So thank you so much. So we have Anne Franklin first. Hey Anne, other Anne as well, nice to see you. Okay, I'm going to start shuffling the cards. So Anne Franklin asks, what energies are surrounding my love life for the rest of this month as a single person? Ooh, I'm going to keep shuffling. So Spirit, what are the rest of the energies surrounding Anne? Oh, the cards are all over the place. Is the energy mixed up? Are you feeling mixed up, Anne? Let's see what comes through for the rest of July. Oof, Major Arcana, the Devil energy, the Devil card even. So, you know, the tendency is to sort of feel anxious when we see the Devil card, but really it's just a reminder for us to stay strong in our practices and staying connected to our higher self. The Devil energy in some ways is always with us, trying to pull us back into old habits, old connections maybe, Anne. With regards to connections, so people maybe that haven't been the best for you may try to reconnect, may try to suck you into old habits and old behaviors, or it can just be within us that we're doing a lot. I know that you're doing a lot of inner work on yourself, Anne, And the devil energy is always trying to, in some ways, pull us back and undo the hard work that we've done and try to get us to kind of revert back to more toxic behaviors and habits that don't serve us and that aren't good for us and that we're trying to break free from. But I actually do feel quite strongly as well that it could be like an old connection, because the devil energy is very similar. It kind of mirrors the image of the Lovers card. You might be aware of this, Anne, already, that, you know, the chain, what can bind us in a very strong love connection can then become chains that bind us. And that's what the devil energy, we have two spirits here. Two energies, two entities, two souls. So I wouldn't be surprised, Anne, if someone popped up from the past and maybe tries to suck you back into a dynamic that isn't the best for you. So something to be mindful of, yeah? So I hope that resonated for you. Keep us posted. So next up we have Sanice, my love. If you are here, please go ahead and post your question. Hey, Samreen. Devonte, do you have a different, I don't know if you've submitted on the list. The link is working. As far as I know, for everyone else. I don't know if you've got another username. If you've managed to submit, some people sometimes put down a different username to what I'm seeing in the screen here. You're welcome, Anne. Oh, hold on one second. So Sanice asks, hi dear, what's coming towards me soon? So just upcoming energies. Let's take a look for Sanice. Spirit, what is coming up next for Sanice, please? Oh, there we go. Cards are lively today. Another major arcana, big energies collectively today. Thank you, Samreen, for checking. Yeah, so link is working. Devonte, I don't know if it's an issue on your side, so sorry about that. The Lovers card, Sanice. So this can be exactly what it, you know, says on the tin with the Lovers, about a love connection. Let me know if you are in talks with anyone, have felt that spark of connection. If not, then this can be upcoming for you, that there is a strong love connection that is on the horizon. But the Lovers can also, if that's not your priority, love and that kind of connection, looking for a relationship, I don't know where you're at with that. It can be the Lovers can talk about making a connection with something that deeply matters to us. So it can be a part of ourselves. It can be connecting to something that we love. Like if you are a creative person, connecting to a creative outlet, like this is just an example, like your artwork or something like that. It doesn't have to be a person. But because it's a major arcana, it does have a very powerful energy around it for you, Sanice. So whatever your focus is on, whatever you're working towards, this is something positive on the horizon anyway of what's coming next. So like I say, wherever your heart's desires lies, if you are looking for love, then this can be a love connection. If you're more focused on your own personal journey at the moment, it can be connecting to a part of us, a reconnecting to a part of ourselves that has maybe been lost. Or it can be connecting to something that we love, something that matters to us, a creative outlet, something close to our hearts, yeah? Thanks for helping everyone in the chat there. So Judah, my love, if you were here, please post your question. I saw your name earlier, so I hope you're well, Judah. Nice to have you here. Thank you, Tia. Thank you, Samreen, for helping out in the chat. I appreciate that. Obviously, whilst I'm reading, I can't focus too much on the chat, just to stay in the zone and staying connected so that I am connecting with the person that I'm reading for. So I'm not ignoring anyone. I'm just staying in the channel, channeling Spirit's messages. So I'll do another shout out for Judite, but if Judite is not here, then I know that Tia is here. If you want to go ahead and post your question. Oh, there's Judite. So Judite asks, so I'll read for Judite. There's a bit of a delay in the chat, so bear with me. What will the energy be of the new manager towards me? It's all right, Judite, no worries. So we've got a new manager coming through. So Tia, did you see bearing in mind, did you see your in-depth reading on the Wednesday reading is up regarding, all right, okay, here you are, you're just answering that now. I know we had an in-depth earlier this week, seems like things may be turning for the better. Okay, yeah. Yeah, if you can just like and comment here on that video, because it really does help support the channel. If you can like and comment on those pre-recorded videos. So Judite, this is for you. Spirit, so Judah asks, what will be the energy of the new manager towards me? Let's see what comes through, Judah. Oh, look at this. Cards are hopping. Oh, Knight of Cups. This is nice. So Knight of Cups is, so Judah, they have something to offer you, okay? The Knight of Cups is really quite a gentle energy. It's not your typical, what you might think, you know, in a manager as such, okay, that they come steaming in, and kind of sometimes managers can be like this, trying to kind of make their stamp and control the situation, impress on the people that they are, you know, to be respected and taken seriously and all that. This has a very different energy actually, and the Knight of Cups has a much more softer approach, yeah. And has something to offer you that is positive. So what they're bringing to the situation, what they're bringing to you in the workplace, is actually something really quite meaningful, something that maybe has been missing, Judite, in your relationships with previous managers. Maybe you'll be able to feel like you can be yourself more and be a little bit more open, obviously still protecting ourselves in the workplace, but there is a more heartfelt connection here, okay? They may be, because it's a Knight of Cups as well, they still have stuff to learn on their side, okay? I don't know if they're new to this as a manager maybe, or there is something about them that is still in the learning phase. They're not a king, yeah, they're a knight, so they can be younger in age or they can be younger in spirit and younger in knowledge. They're still in this kind of a little bit in their role as a manager, still somewhat of a student themselves. But it's positive with this card, Judite. I would say it would be a nice change for you, and yeah, you will benefit from it. So I hope that resonated. So Tia Beer we have next, and then we have the lovely Samreen after Tia. If you want to post, and I'll read for Tia. So Tia asks, wanted to get the current energy around how the Pisces feels about me. We should be spending time together this weekend. We've been communicating more. You're welcome, Judite. So yes, I know we looked at the Pisces energy and your Libra as well, Tia, but we're focusing on the Pisces today. So let's have a look at current energies. Ooh, nice. Page of Cups. A similar energy almost to the Knight of Cups in the sense of much what I touched on about an offering. Cups are all about issues around the heart, soft energies, heart energies, love, romance, all that good stuff, all that you want to see. A sense of flow as well, bringing their Pisces, isn't it? So we see a Pisces and there's a fish even in this picture as well. So this is really on the nose, this message and this card. What I would say with the Page of Cups as well is that we're still in, the page are always about gathering intel, gathering information phase. That's what I see it as. It's like we're still getting to know each other. What feels very important is to maintain this sense of flow. Don't jump ahead of yourself. Don't try to force the river, particularly with the Pisces, okay? Because they'll just move further away if you try to make anything happen, if that makes sense, okay? Enjoy each other's company, get to know each other, we're gaining knowledge and we're gaining information about next steps, but we're still very much in the learning phase. But there is a loving energy in this connection. There is a romantic, all that good stuff, all those good feelings that you want to see. But we're still just getting to know each other. So I would say just don't try to jump ahead. But very nice energy between you, Tia. So that, again, hopeful, like you say, things to be turning a corner. So a few new names here. So lovely to have you here. Thank you so much for being here. If you would like a free reading, you need to check the pinned comment at the top of the chat. There is a link. It will ask for your username and your like number, and you will be added to the list. And then I just read everyone in order. Tia says, yes, Def in the learning phase. I see him peeling back a little bit. Exactly. And sometimes Pisces can be, you know, a little bit elusive. That's just how they roll. Yeah. Patricia, you are on the list. Absolutely. I'll do an updated. So we have Sam Ream next. If you are here, my love, please post your question. Kerry, like I say, please check out the pinned comment. There's a link and you'll be added to the list. There's a list update for everyone who wants to know where they're at. We have Samreen, then we have Anne. Oh, there we go, Samreen. Thank you for posting your question. Energy check for connection between me and my ex. He tries his best to hide himself from me at work so that we can't have an eye-to-eye moment. Let's have a look at current energies. Ooh, will I take that? Yes. 7 of Wands. Defensive energy. So they're protecting their space at the moment. They're feeling defensive. If they're being avoidant, it's, you know, because behind that avoidance is this 7 of Wands, where this is maybe something that they're not ready to look at, Samreen, ready to face with regards to you. The emotions feels pretty high, yeah, because it's Wands, and Wands is ruled by the element of fire. So it's like defensiveness. I'm going to ask for one more. Look at that. We've got a lot of collective energies of cups going on today. But in that, Samreen, there is romance, there is feelings of love here. There are emotions here still. So this is the softer side beneath this kind of defensiveness, yeah? I think that, you know, this is a reoccurring energy with your ex, that they struggle with being vulnerable, yeah? Struggle with being sensitive, with revealing their softer side. So that's in some ways reassuring to you, Samreen, if you kind of want to know that there are feelings still there. There are feelings of love, of connection, of trying to understand this connection. But they're also not the best at managing their emotions and managing their feelings. And their default is to be avoidant, is to get defensive. We've seen in the past to distract themselves, bury themselves in work. So quite telling, isn't it, that to me, both those cards there, Samreen. So last week it got better, but somehow it's the same energy now. It's almost like I imagine with them, it's like they get nearer, then certain feelings come up which they don't like. They get buried, they go back down, and they go back into defense mode. It's like their default, Samreen. They need to find ways to process their emotions more. So I hope that resonated for you, Samreen. I hope that helped. So Anne, my love, you are next. Hey, Sarah. So Sarah, if you try the link in the, I think some people are having trouble with the Nightbot link. If you go to the link at the pinned comment at the top of the chat, that link is working, Sarah. And then I think I'll close the list because it's getting quite busy. You're welcome, Samreen. So I'll read for Anne, and then I'll close the list after that. So if you do want a free reading today, please check the pinned comment so that you can be added to the list before I close. Thanks, guys. So Anne asks, I wanted to share that I have a bit of a crush on someone. How lovely, Anne. I've only seen him a few times, maybe 3, and we haven't spoken directly yet. I might see him again this Saturday. He seems to think that I'm married, which I'm not. Could you please check with the cards what his emotions or thoughts might be when he sees me? Absolutely. Oh, look at that. Would you believe it? The collective energy is so strong. We've got the Page of Cups again today, just jumping out. Love is in the air, guys. Love is in the air. So yes, they are. There is an attraction here as well. So what you are feeling is mutual, I would say, by this Page of Cups. There is, romances in the air. That's what the Cups is all about. Heartfelt, in a love reading, it's really all about our heart's desires, feelings, emotions, and that Page energy again, which is about assessing a situation. So they are watching you, learning about you, trying to get a read on you. If you get a chance, then maybe to hopefully that you can get a chance to chat, to sort of clarify, I suppose, that you're not married and that you would be open to dating. But yeah, the attraction is definitely mirrored here. Page energy again, like I say, gathering intel, gathering information. They're watching you. It's the very sort of beginning stage when we have a page. The Knight stage, I always think, is like when they make a move, and then things get a little bit more serious. The Page is that kind of getting to know each other, that nervy stage. We're still trying to get a read on someone and see if we want to make a move and take things further. But great energy to come through there. I would say this is very reassuring for you, Anne, that this is a mutual attraction here that's going on, yeah? So keep us posted. Okay, I'm going to close the list now. So just bear with me one moment. You're welcome, Anne, you're welcome. So next up we have Nat. My love, if you were here, please go ahead and post your question. There's a bit of a delay in the chat to me, so I'm not ignoring you. There's just the chat comes through to me a little bit later. Nat asks, energy around love life in the next 2 months. Sure thing, Nat. Let's take a look. Any reason why the next 2 months, or is that just looking to the near future? Let's see what comes through. Spirit, what's coming next in the near future for Nat in love? 2 month time frame. Gorgeous. Lovely. Like I say, love is in the air today. We have the beautiful Ace of Cups, Nat. This is just what we want to see. New love, new connections, new beginnings. There's definitely someone coming through for you from the readings that we've done, from the in-depth readings, from these live readings that we do. I feel very strongly that a connection is coming through for you. So there we go. We did a time frame as well. So by the end of August, it will be, nearing the beginning of September. Bearing in mind that time frame, that this connection will have been made. You will have, they may already be in your energy field now, but you would know, and then it develops into a love connection. But if you don't have any sense of that as yet, then I feel like this could be a completely new person and a fresh start, a new beginning, a whole new a whole new start here, a whole new fresh start, a whole new fresh connection. Because there's been a lot of messages about releasing the past with you, Nat, I know, and holding space for this new connection. So this is just confirmation, further confirmation from Spirit, doubling down, saying that this is on its way to you. So I'm really excited for you, Nat, for this, and I can't wait to hear all about it when it does come. So keep us posted. So next up we have Devea, my love, if you are here. So guys, I've posted the list so you know where you are. I'll post it again. So just hold your questions, etc. until you're called. I'm just reading in order. There's the list. So you'll know where you are on the list. We've got Devea next if you are here. You're very welcome, Nat. And then we have Shraddha. Oh, there we go. Devea. Hello, my love. What do I need to focus on now? Great question, Devea. I love that question. It's always a good, if you've got some tarot cards at home and sometimes you're not sure what to ask, asking what Spirit wants you to focus on right now is always a great leading opening question. So Spirit, what does Devea need to focus on right now? Ooh, Wheel of Fortune, Major Arcana, Devea. So there is big change on the horizon for you, Devea. So I always think as well it's good to reflect on sometimes with the Wheel of Fortune, a point of often frustration this can touch on, something where you have been trying to see movement, trying to see change, and it's felt resistant, like the energy is felt off. You haven't seen the movement that you've wanted to. And this is finally this kind of release and change in this area. And it's like a combination of divine timing and luck. And also about the effort and work in many respects that you've put in prior to this change on the build up, that we're pushing the wheel upwards. So we go through cycles in our life, certain areas where we are being consistent and we're putting in the work, and it's like it can feel like that we're really just a bit in the trenches in an area of our lives, and we're not seeing any results from the efforts that we are putting in. But really behind the scenes, energy is building. There is always movement. And if we're putting in intentional effort, change is inevitable, okay? And the Wheel of Fortune is that rush of energy, that switch up, that change, and that breakthrough moment for you, Devea. So get ready. What do I need to focus on? Just continue to be consistent in this area, but this is really a promise from Spirit that you will have that breakthrough. So don't give up now. It's on its way to you, and kind of be ready. It's much like the Wheel of Fortune energy is much like riding a wave of a surfer. You're paddling out, you're doing that hard work, and then when the wave comes, we take a deep breath and you've got to catch it and then ride that wave of luck, of divine timing, and of a big energy shift. So it's really exciting energy, the Wheel of Fortune, always super positive and exciting. So take what resonates with that, with what area. Like I say, it can often be in a place in our lives where we have felt stuck and frustrated. There is some big pent up energy there. Okay, so Shraddha, you are next. What's coming next for me? an M in the future. So can you tell me about this connection, Shraddha? So whenever anyone, if you are new here, how I read as an energy reader is connecting to your energy, the people in this situation. So the more context, just feel whatever you feel comfortable sharing with, but the more context and detail that you can give me, the more meaningful reading that you will have. So Shraddha, just tell me, are you, in a friendship? Are you married? Are you in a relationship? That kind of stuff, because I'm not a psychic medium. I am an energy reader, which is a different way of reading the tarot, okay? So context allows me to do this. Devaya says, resonates. I did feel things not moving, yeah? So you can expect that change is on its way. So after Shraddha, we have Divyansha, if you are here. You can go ahead and post your question. Just while I'm waiting for Shraddha to update me. Anyone who would like a more in-depth reading, like I mentioned earlier, there is, I offer that on Wednesdays in a pre-recorded session, more in-depth reading. So if you have a bit more complex question, if you'd like me to take a deeper dive, then you can submit a question. All the info is on the community page. That's probably the best place to stop and see. It's called Your Personal Questions Answered. So after Divyansha, I'm not sure if you're here, Divyansha, we have Sean Drekak. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. This deck is called the Gypsy Fair, Devaya. It was off Etsy. I'm glad that you like it. I too love all the images. So I'm not sure who's still here now. I don't know if the chat has slowed down on my side. So we have, I'm waiting for Shraddha to update me on that question. If not, we'll move on. So we have Divyansha, we have Sean Drekak, and we have Country. Devonte, thank you for letting me know you're still here. Patricia, Kerry, and Sarah. So Devonte, yeah, go ahead and post your question just so we can keep things moving. And let me know, anyone else, if you are still here, please just go ahead and post your question. Thank you, Country. So I'll read for Devonte and then I'll read for you, Country. So Devonte asks, what do you see happening between me and an associate, Julian, who I had fallen out with months ago? Okay, let's have a look. Let's get some guidance on this, Devonte. Are we on speaking terms? King of Pentacles. Pentacles is about being worldly wise. It's about taking a practical approach, and it's about our finances. It's about work. He's unpredictable. So I feel like this is advice on really what you need to do, Devontae, on how to handle this. Okay, I'll pull another card to dig a little bit deeper on this. But this King of Pentacles is someone who is very grounded, okay, turning up with a very grounded energy. And I guess in a way being the King of Pentacles that would not buy into drama and is very boundaried and can be, you know, serious when the time is right, if that makes sense, okay? Like not putting up with any foolishness, yeah? And understanding that this is like a place of work. This is not a joke. This is about our money. This is about our security. And that being your priority here, Devontae, okay? So are they trying to force you off course, or tell me more about their energy if you can? But I'm going to see what else Spirit has to say on this. What's the likely outcome, you know? But this is Spirit saying this is, you need to show the King of Pentacles, and like, I'm just getting a very like shut this down energy as much as possible. You may already have done that, and Spirit is saying continue to do that. You did the right thing. But if not, you need to... Knight of Pentacles, interesting. So this will pass. This will progress in, like, if you can be this King of Pentacles, this is like saying that you can ride this out and it can be overcome. But the Knight of Pentacles is a quite slow moving energy, so it's going to require consistency on your part. It's going to require patience on your part as well. So it might not just be, you know, it's not just about showing up as the King of Pentacles one time. It's like showing up as the King of Pentacles every day with this person. You're wanting to make amends. So if you are wanting to make amends, then that too can happen. This shows that you can move beyond this and that you can work this out and work this through, Devontae, if that's what you want. But it will require some time and patience. So if you feel like that you've messed up, if you feel that it's right for you to apologize, but also maybe if you need to allow them the dust to settle, and it might be going slower than what you hoped, slower than what you were expected. But if we can, again, be consistent, keep turning up, showing up as someone, keep coming towards them with peace, with consistency, with solidarity. Yeah? So it's about staying grounded. We don't need to make any rash moves, and this will pass if you can just be consistent. And you need to it just needs more time, Devontae, okay? So if you're trying to make friends with them or make amends and they're not responding, then just maybe leave it, back off for a bit, and then, you know, but be consistently reliable, be consistently grounded, be consistently calm. All of that good stuff, okay? We are making progress, but with the Knight of Pentacles, it's always slow moving. So just have patience, hold on to your hat, Devontae. You will get there, but it just needs time. So Shraddha, I asked for more context with regards to your question. So I was waiting for you on getting back to me with regards to that. I need to know the nature in order to read for you. I need to know the nature of your connection with M. Is this a love relationship? Is this a friendship? You know, etc., etc. If you can do that, then I'd be more than happy to read for you. So Country, my love, this is for you. Country asks, I sent a message to MJ, Aquarius, An ex whose connection didn't quite start. Saying, I felt the need to cut ties. How did this affect his feelings towards me? Okay, country, this is for you. Let's see how this landed with them, yeah? Ace of Wands. Interesting. Now, maybe this is an unexpected response, but I almost see with this Ace of Wands, country, that it kind of reignited a spark in them and their connection to you. Maybe it was a shake-up for them, you know, that you actually said, you know, I need to cut ties. And it's almost that feeling a little bit like as well of panic or a surge of emotion and feelings and a sort of fire within them in a way. Because fire, you know, Wands is all about passion, attraction. An Ace is about a new beginning, a fresh start. So let's see how they will, if they will, you know, act on this. But that's a response of how it landed with them. It made them want you more. Not, you know, just kind of go, oh, okay, she wants to cut ties. It lit a fire in them. Seven of Swords. Still a little bit of trickster energy around, country, there. With the Seven of Swords energy. They are quite a tricky character. There's some kind of defensive energy here, even just particularly with this deck, with this card, that the swords kind of is surrounding them, like they have some barriers up, yeah, some boundaries, which maybe is what you felt that first time around. So they are still who they are, yeah, country. They're still that same person. That they have complexities and that they have their barriers up, yeah, when we see swords. This is someone who, for some reason, I always feel like, I don't know why this is coming through, this very unique message, country, but they have some strange ideas about relationships, or have, maybe it's that Aquarius spirit coming through, you know, Aquarius can be quite eccentric and out there. That they have some kind of strange ideas about and outlooks, maybe about how relationships work, sometimes like about misreading people. I think that also sometimes they can, yeah, they've just got a bit of a strange outlook about the world, relationships, unconventional, but also sometimes misguided. Let me know if that resonates, because it comes through quite strong there. But anyway, that it's certainly lit a fire in them, you do, in that country. So let's see what happens next, yeah? So Shraddha, this is for you. This is a love interest. So let's see what the energy is between you and M. Ooh, a card left on the table there. Then we have Patricia, my love. Please go ahead and post your question. You are after Shraddha. Country says, yes, it does. Thank you. Oh, here we go, Shraddha. This is for you. Ten of Pentacles. So this is nice energy, Shraddha. Okay, so I don't know this if you're at the very new stages of, you know, wherever you're at in this connection, this love interest with M. The Ten of Pentacles, interestingly, it does say that the energy between you and M, the potential, okay, with the Ten of Pentacles is commitment, longevity, building a life together even. Ten of Pentacles is really all about the future. It's about, you know, putting in the work and being consistent. But it is really about ultimately when we shows up in relationships or in love energies, it tells me that there is potential for you to last the distance and for there to be a long-term commitment here. So that's really positive. That's really nice energy. Wherever you're at in this connection, if it's very new, if you're having difficulties, or if it's just going well, wherever you're at, this is the promise from Spirit to come through to say, yes, this relationship does have the potential for you to have a long-lasting commitment, to be a life partner. So I hope that brings you some peace, Shraddha, and brings you some good news there with regarding your connection. So Patricia, thank you for posting your question. General for you, absolutely. What do I need to know at this time? Spirit, what does Patricia need to know at this time? Oh, look at that. The Lovers card. Are you in a connection? You're very welcome, Shraddha. You're very welcome. Are you in a connection, Patricia? I just want to know if this is, you know, with the Lovers card, this can be very straightforward in its message to say that there is a deep connection that is on the horizon, or if you're in a relationship, it can be about a renewal and deepening of that connection. So if you are single, if you are looking for love, this came through before for someone, okay? Ended things with a toxic Scorpio, okay? When was that, Patricia? Was that recently? I'm just wondering if this is... I'm going to pull another card. Five of Swords, card of conflict. Disagreements, not being able to get on the same page. Getting the full picture here for you, Patricia, like a year ago. So, I do feel like this is a new love connection that is on the horizon for you. Maybe it's even not what your focus is on, Patricia, or not. I don't know where you're at with regards to opening yourself up to another relationship, but I do feel like that this is another opportunity that is coming down the track for you with regards to love, okay? There is, you know, a couple here depicted here, and this is the Lovers is always really quite a powerful bond as well. It's not just a passing love connection. It can be karmic. It can be, you know, one of a big love in our life, for example, you know, a life partner, all that kind of a soulmate, that kind of energy. There's some kind of conflict here. It could just be internally for you. Five of Swords is about disagreements, arguments. It could be about being burnt from the past from that Scorpio and feelings around love still lingering. And the Five of Swords says that this really will blow over. Like I say, it could be about hesitations within you about if you do want love. So this is, Patricia says, I'm healing, so I want to upgrade everything, career, love, etc. Yeah. And that's exactly what this Six of Pentacles is in many respects is about, because the Six of Pentacles is about balance. So when you say upgrade as well, that you're shifting into more that state of, the Six of Pentacles is all about reciprocity, okay? About what we give, we get back. So that in relationships, that, you know, that there's not an imbalance, which maybe has been in the past. I imagine with, say, a toxic Scorpio, that you were giving too much to this situation, not getting back, and how draining that can be. And that can cross over into your career as well. What Spirit has brought through today is a love relationship, I do believe. On a broader spectrum, the lovers does talk about connecting or reconnecting with, you know, what really matters and what we love, yeah? And seeking that reciprocity. But I think the energy of this next connection, if we can hold space for it, you know, and not settle and, you know, look out for red flags and do everything on our part that we can. But the Six of Pentacles, the energy of this new connection is more balanced, is more about reciprocity, as in what you will give to this connection, you will get back. So it's much more positive in its energy. What you can do in the meantime with this Five of Swords is about cutting ties with people, places, things that don't serve you as well. Five of Swords energy can be about walking away. So you did that with that Scorpio, which was an amazing thing to do and a right thing to do, to shift the energy and create space for something better, for something that we are deserving of. But it can be a tough time with the Five of Swords, a time of disagreements, a time of conflict, a time of external conflict and inner conflict. But always with the Five as well is that it will pass and it will blow over and shift. But the Swords energy is about cutting ties and releasing and knowing when it's time to walk away. But you're heading in the right direction, Patricia. And there's this powerful Lovers card on the horizon. And that has a positive energy as well. Connecting to someone who will add to your life. Yeah? So next up we have, so Divyansha, I called for you earlier, but you were missed. Let me see, I've got Kerry-Ann and Sarah. If you are still here, please let me know. If anyone is still waiting for a reading, give me a shout. If I've got time, Divyansha, I will read for you. But like I said, I did call out your name earlier and there was no response. So just, I'll give you a few minutes. Yeah, Divyansha, post your question now. If anyone else is still waiting on a reading, please do go ahead and post as well. And I'll just read in order of whoever posts first. Are you single, Divyansha? Just remind me, are you in a connection? Are you single? You're welcome, Patricia. So Divyansha asks, what is upcoming love energy? Oh, there we go. Jumped out. Ace of Pentacles, so a new beginning. This almost looks like the Star card to me as well in this deck, you know, about a move towards a wish come true with this card, okay? Something tangible. Pentacles being a very practical card, being, you know, it's 3D energy. It's something that we can actually see and feel and touch in real life, and the beginnings of that, of something really grounded in truth and in reality here coming through for you. Now it's the very beginning, okay, with this being a love connection, but it has potential. Pentacles is always a great energy to see because it's genuine and it's honest and it's real, and it doesn't have this flighty energy that sometimes, you know, fire energy or air energy or even water, you know, it can slip away, can have an in-out energy, but earth energy is really here. It is really grounded, and it's an offering and it's an opportunity, Divyansha. So explore this opportunity when it does come to you, you know, of a connection. Are we getting out there as well and putting ourselves in positions where this Ace of Pentacles energy can find us, okay? Are we dating? Are we socializing? A lot for you, Devansha, in love. And if you were really focusing on love and being, in many ways, being like taking quite a practical approach to it as well, you know, going on dates and going on a lot of dates if necessarily, or saying yes to social situations, you know, and not being, and taking quite a practical approach to love, okay, is all it will, what will lead to real opportunities, real connections with potential. Yes, so Ace is a new connection, Divyansha. That would be a new connection. So if anyone else is, I think that is everyone. Thank you so much for submitting your questions, for bringing your energy, and for being here. I appreciate it as always, but wishing you much love for the rest of the day, rest of the evening, wherever you are. I will be next live on this Monday coming, so please do look out for that. I'll confirm the time on Sunday evening GMT time. But love and light to everyone.